Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Turn the tablet off. Turn the tablet off. She ain't gonna go to sleep with that tablet on. She ain't gonna see it. What's wrong with it? Alright.
And the Cavaliers
I got some got stuff in the oven.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles offense will start this game off. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Snags it over the middle. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. There he goes.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Woodhead. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Cochran. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Seminoles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking left. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Under fire. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, no! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Virginia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air. And it was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll start this drive going to the air. Right down the middle. And his throw is incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field and everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy, and we heard he's got a chance to be really, really good, talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Turning it on. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, put another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Quick strike complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Cochran. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable.
Touchdown, Florida State! A great catch and run for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Fires deep on the run. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Right on the money. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Virginia, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Boone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on first down. He's open on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give him a...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half.
Virginia, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Going to the running game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's loose. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So,
touchdown Seminoles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
He'll bring it out. It's Booth. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida State. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They really hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you.
Doing.
Cavaliers will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Hand off from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Knowles! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Eastern Michigan rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ypsilanti. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Tuggle. Here comes the heat. Can't get him to the ground. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in. And
the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
He takes it at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get outside. Makes it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Direct snap. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Pass to 45. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Sweet cut there. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
He ends up getting tackled at the 34-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.